Welcome to the second part of the Hotshots and Aces reinforcement pack for X-Wing miniatures review. In the first video we looked at the Rebel pilots as well as just the majority of the pack itself, just kind of products and wise. And today we're looking at all of the Imperial pilots, so let's hop right into it. Starting with our first pilot, we got Magna Tolvan, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Cold Tyrant, coming in Initiative 3. While you have 2 or fewer stress tokens, you can perform white actions even while stressed. After you gain a stress token, you may perform a white action if able. Very powerful ability, so for those of you that aren't completely sure on this, if you do a 4 red K turn, you gain the stress token, you perform a white action, say like focus. And then you still have your perform action step, so using the above portion of her ability, you can then perform an evade action because you have 2 or fewer stress tokens still. Which is great, so basically giving her a stress token, she gets an extra action on top of the one she already got. So a 4 red K turns, focus evade, or focus barrel roll, or if you have targeting computer, focus target lock. That being said, her upgrade bar is 1 cannon upgrade, 1 modification upgrade, and 1 talent upgrade. So you actually won't be able to take a target lock for a missile, but you can for a cannon. Her loadout value is 10 points, so targeting computer, disciplined, and ion cannon fits very nicely. Or heavy laser cannon if you want to go for more damage, but risk not getting the bullseye shot. Overall very strong. I can see her being great ion support with just focus target lock ion every other round and focus ion every round in between. Yeah, ion wise, great. She is only 3 squad points because of course she's a TIE fighter, and at the end of the day she is just a TIE fighter. 3 hit points, knocks her off the table. She's got 3 defense dice, but if you're not focusing evading, it's not 100% worth it. Yeah, she can be good. I don't know, she's a TIE fighter though, and I feel like at 3 initiative she's, I don't know, kind of weak a little bit. She'll be good to fly, fun to fly. Ion cannon strat's great, but I don't know, we'll see. Our next Imperial pilot is yet another TIE fighter, Urisa Quell, Consumed by Duty, also Initiative 3. And her ability, after you fully execute a maneuver, you may acquire a lock on an enemy ship in your bullseye. I think that says enough. Very good ability if she has a missile slot, and she does. Her upgrade bar is a talent slot, a missile upgrade, and a modification upgrade. And she comes in at 9 points for loadout value, so you can easily take in concussion missile, disciplined, and then either targeting computer or electronic baffle, literally whatever you want on her. Yeah, she's not too bad either. Missile slot with the bullseye is great with her ability. She does execute her maneuver first, like in most engagements, especially nowadays at Initiative 3, so you will be getting that target lock pretty early. The problem is if they're going to be still in your firing arc for you to shoot them with your missile, because obviously she's such a low initiative that most people can probably arc dodge her. And she's only 3 squad points though, so that's great. But yeah, just like the last pilot, just TIE fighter. Not sure if I want to put her on the table because we've got pilots like Mauler Mythil and Scourge Scudu also at 3 points, and they have pretty much the same abilities. Like Scourge literally rolls an extra attack die if someone's in his bullseye, so that's the same as a concussion missile. And Mauler Mythil has 4 points for his loadout value and a cannon slot for heavy laser cannon. So he's 4 dice range 1 or in a bullseye 4 dice range 2 to 3. So yeah, I don't know, I think those 2 options are better than Urisa. The last TIE fighter pilot, Magna, might be equal to Scorch and Mauler just because she gets the focus evade from a red maneuver and you can use ion cannon. But yeah, I don't know, we'll see. They might be good, I'm not sure. They're just TIE fighters, so don't hold out hope to see her in the meta, but if we do, then great, honestly. It'd be great to see some TIE fighters again. Okay, finally we have an exciting Imperial pilot. I know it just looks like another TIE Interceptor. I'll bet some cool art, but it is the second sister manipulative monster from Jedi Fallen Order. Coming in Initiative 4, she has 2 Force tokens with a recharge of 1 Force per round. And her pilot ability, while you perform an attack after the neutralize results step, if the attack hit, you may spend 2 Force. If you do, change all of your hit results to critical results. Not a bad ability at all. You can put like plenty of crits into people if your Force are fully recharged. She is a lower initiative, so you won't be able to use the ship's strength of arc dodging to stay out of people's arcs, so her health and her agility will be a big problem. But with 2 force charges to back you up, you can probably stay on the table for quite a while. And her loadout value is not terrible. It comes in at 14 points with a talent, force upgrade, missile upgrade, modification upgrade, and configuration upgrade slots. She comes in at 5 squad points, so she's a bit hefty. You're going to have to choose between her, Gideon Hask, a cheaper 4-point interceptor, or Sienna Ree. Personally, I think Sienna Ree is probably still better just because he's initiative 6. Really able to get the arc dodging and a lot of other pilots, but you know, Second Sister's got that force tokens. She can use trick shot, scattering shot strategy, or just proton rockets, or you know, just fly around and stay alive as long as possible. She'll be interesting to see on the table. I don't know if she's going to be meta, because like I said, 4 initiative at the end of the day is just meta, even if you have force charges. But I definitely think she'll be fun to fly, and will be a harassment in general, because yeah, 2 force charges and interceptor. That's interesting. We'll see what she does. We'll see what people do with her. Our next pilot is a TIE Advanced pilot that did not make the cut into 2.0 from 1.0. and is a fan favorite of the people that played the Force Unleashed games like me. That is Juno Eclipse, Coolidge's finest. At initiative 5, after you perform an action, you perform a red boost action, and obviously the normal ship ability of the TIE Advanced, where it gets to roll an extra attack die if it has target lock. Very, very strong. I like this pilot ability. It's definitely different to what she used to have, which is now, I think, Ved Falso's pilot ability and the other TIE Advance, and he's currently banned from the game, so you can't play him in tournaments at least. But Juno is great. It's great to see her back in the game. At a good initiative for the game too, and she's got a very, very strong pilot ability for the TIE Advanced, as well as like the action bar. Obviously, you don't see a boost on there. In general, they can't boost unless you put afterburners on them, but any ship can boost with afterburners, and that's like a very specific 3 to 5 speed maneuver you have to execute. With her, you can just boost after any action, and I think that's really, really good. Her loadout value is only 8 points. Her upgrades, on the other hand, you have a talent, a tech, a sensor, and a missile with a modification slot. So there are a lot of options. You can give her just a shield upgrade for extra health, proton rocket for more damage, fire control system with a talent upgrade and a cheaper missile, or a tech upgrade like prime thruster, so let her do the focus, barrel roll, and then use her ability to do a red boost, gain 2 stress tokens. But if you do a blue maneuver next round, you can do it all over again, or you just do focus, boost, and then a 2 white hard boost. Because it is important to note that she is still in the TIE Advanced, so her blue maneuvers aren't great. I believe they have the 1 banks, 2 banks, 2 forward, and 3 forward. So not exactly the best dial for losing stress, but if you have prime thrusters, those white turns no longer are a problem. You can still barrel roll and boost with those. You just have to keep in count of the amount of stress tokens you're gaining. And talent upgrade wise, of course, stuff like Predator could be good. Getting a reroll with Fire System or Predator is great for TIE Advanced, and if you're going to be arc dodging with her especially so. Oh yeah, and of course her squad point value is only 4 points, so to bring her on the table, that's really cheap. You can do her, Swing to Fell, and you have still 10 squad points left in your squad. So Hollow Runner and 3 Black Squadron Aces, and that could be a very good squad. You have a little mini TIE Swarm and 2 Aces running around the table. One of them obviously very fragile with the higher initiative, and the other one, this one, being cheaper. And I think she's going to be pretty good in meta. As an ace, she has the ability she needs. Initiative-wise, she's not the best, but she's certainly not the worst. Actually, a pretty good initiative. But the main thing is she's just cheap. Like, to kill her, you have to put a lot of guys on her to organize the kill box, and she's got a good amount of hit points, meaning that you may have to do it twice. And she's only worth 4 points at the end of the day. Usually when you organize a kill box, you want to be killing a 6 to 7 point ship. But she's only 4 points, so it's not really worth it for your opponent to go after her. Her damage output will depend on if you're able to get a target lock and if you have proton rockets. Obviously, if you just boost and barrel roll, you're only going to end up with 3 attack dice at range 1, which isn't that great. But if you're able to get that target lock, then it's 4 dice with a hit to a crit. So yeah, she could potentially be very, very good in meta, just because of her really cheapness. So I like it. I definitely think we'll see her in meta. Not sure how far she'll go, but we'll definitely see if she's good. And of course, our last Imperial pilot has had no problem proving himself to be very invaluable to Imperial squads, winning 4 of the last 5 tournaments, maybe 6 now, I don't know, that was something I heard from a week ago, so I don't know. Anyways, he's won a lot of tournaments so far, or at least he's been in the top 5 in a lot of tournaments, so he's getting really far. This is Flight Leader Ubel of the TIE/RB Heavy, a ship I thought I would never see on the table after I unboxed it. Onyx Leader is his subtitle, so it's great to see Onyx Squadron is back. I guess in new canon they fly RB Heavies and not TIE Defenders anymore. And Rexler Brath isn't the Squadron Leader anymore, which is also sad, but it's okay. He's at 5 initiative, which is not bad at all. And his pilot ability, after a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 defends, if it was dealt a damage card, he may perform a bonus attack against the defender. Keep in mind this includes himself too, being a friendly ship at range 0 to 2. That includes himself because range 0. So if someone does damage to him, he shoots back, or if they do damage to someone else, he shoots back. Very strong ability. His loadout value is 15 points, so you can easily put synced laser cannons on him and pair him with the targeting assist configuration card, which lets him get a target lock and 2 calculates if you do it right, which is enough mods for all of his shots, or should be at least enough mods. He's only 5 squad points as well. The rest of his upgrade bar is a talent upgrade, a cannon upgrade, a gunner upgrade, a modification upgrade, another modification upgrade, and of course the configuration slot. So yeah, he's got a lot of power behind him. Coming in at only 5 squad points, that's really good. For a beefy boy like this, obviously that's great. Your alternative is flying a TIE Interceptor pilot, so really is a change of pace. It's either fly a beefy boy that can take a lot of hits and dish a lot of damage from taking those hits, or fly just a kind of a ship that needs to survive, and it's gonna do some good damage, but you really need to fly it well in order to do well with it. But overall, yeah, this is, I can see why he's winning so many tournaments, because if he shoots twice, average damage results, he should be, against, say, an X-Wing, he should be doing 4 to 3 damage to that X-Wing, bringing down to half points, meaning an ace can finish it off. So obviously I think him with TIE Swarms is great. Him with aces is also really good, because if they go for this guy, he's going to get 2 shots off before he dies. Very strong. And with those extra 2 shots, probably help the aces kill at least 2 ships that turn, so he's training in his life for another life, which is always really great. That's what you expect from wingmans that aren't aces, that are flying alongside aces. So yeah, this guy fits into a lot of different type of meta lists. Yeah, I don't think this guy is going to ever go away until they increase him to like 6 squad points, or decrease his loadout to like 7. Then he might be hurt enough, but until then, he's good, and I don't honestly think he needs to be nerfed that much. It is 2 attacks, but it's not like very, very strong. It is obviously still up to the dice if they want to roll well or not. So yeah, I definitely like him. I'm glad the RB is back on the table. The RB pilots we had lined up were pretty decent, just they weren't the best, and there was better alternatives, and just the ship itself wasn't better than the TIE Bomber, but this pilot is certainly better than the TIE Bomber pilots, and really makes his platform work really, really well as the TIE Brute, shooting twice if you shoot back at it, which is awesome. And that'll be the end of this part of the review. Next time we'll take a look at all 5 of these scum pilots of the Hot Shots and Aces 2 expansion pack, so stay tuned for that one. And yeah, we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you, good luck, and get rock and rolling.